Welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 35 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 minutes past 4, it's June 2, it's pouring down with rain, and after the debacle, the last episode, let me switch back to here, using this, which led to me questioning all my life choices. And then, I don't know if you've seen it, depends if you only watch my Let's Plays, if you watch my mod reviews, if you watch my guide videos. I did a video on trees, the best trees for wood chipping, the best trees for logging, with regard to harvestable trees, because I've been focusing on the big chonky boys and chopping them up into little pieces and that kind of stuff. As it now transpires in doing the testing, this thing absolutely hamstrung me. In my testing, I got about a quarter of the amount of wood chip through it, out of the other side, than I would have done if I'd have used this one or this one. So, it's going to be expensive, but I'm leasing this. I've decided I'm doing it. I'm leasing that. The Vermeer's going back. We're going to go and swap them out. Plus, I'm now going to scour all of the land we own for lodgepole pine. It's going to be far easier for me to put through. I mean, yes, I can do one of these every now and again. Chop up in small pieces, put it through a wood chipper, no problem. But we have got, oh, he says, hang on. We have got some lodgepole pines? I could have sworn we had some. Please tell me we got some lodgepole. Oh yeah, there you go. Look. Got lodgepole pine. We've got one there. I don't think we got many of the big ones. If anything, I think they're all going to be, yeah, this kind of thing, aren't they? There's a taller one there. Oh, another one there. One there. We've got a few. So I'm going to go around and scour my landscape. Oh, there's one there. There you go. Where else have we got one? I know there was one further over through here somewhere. One or two. There's one there. Again, they're not the, you know, if you watch that video, putting it through the wood chipper, it was like 19,000, no, was it 19? Yeah, 19,000 litres of wood chips, but these aren't the mega. We might have one or two of them over there. These are the sort of the next size down. There's one here as well. Oh, yeah, there's one here. How did I miss all of these before? And I'll go around to the rest of my property. So I'm going to lop a few of these down, get them onto a trailer, chopped up into bits, bring them over. A quarter. All the wood chipping I've been doing through that Vermeer, all the trees I chopped up into small chunks and threw them through, and then, and this is no, I'm not having a pop at Farmer Manu at all. Farmer Manu had said about the fact you can put bigger stuff through the side. Here's the scary thing. Like I say, that lodgepole pine, the tall one, 19,000 litres. I put the same lodgepole pine, same size, through this wood chipper and got 5,000 litres or 4,500 and something. So way less, about a quarter of the amount. Here's the bad thing. I put the same one through the side of here and it wood chipped it. I got just over 1,000 litres. It was horrifying. So this is definitely going back. So all the wood chipping I've done, all the trees I cut down, I managed to get enough wood chip to put into both of these. With, I mean, we've got a tiny bit, about 12,000 litres maybe, in storage for all those trees I cut down. And now, on one of the tall ones, I can get 19,000 litres from one tree. I can't believe it. Anyway, so I'm going to do a bit of that. I've got 2 pallets. This is off my old sawmill. That's got to go. So I'm going to move that over. And I've got one off the new sawmill just here. These are going to go to the playground builder, equipment maker. Oh. No. Why is that not? How weird. So, pallets that spawn that are like base game pallets, unless they've been customised, are liftable. That from the new sawmill, it's a base game pallet, but it's not liftable. Okay. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Just thought I'd give you a heads up as to what I'm up to. It's not getting dark yet. It will stop raining in a little while. But just so next time I see you, if I've got a load of wood chip, I've got a load more trees missing, you'll understand why. I've got a bit of work to do. Let's go and grab my telehandler. Get those planks over. I can get out those chugging away. What I was thinking about as well, someone suggested, have we got it available on here? I didn't think to look actually. Under factories. No, is it under factories or sell points? Sell points, isn't it? Oh, is that? Oh, no. 320 grand. The piano manufacturer. But I can't remember how much it requires. A lot of money. No. Won't worry about that. Oh, that was nothing. Sorry. Before I go, that popped up. Have I got enough money? I've got enough money. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on that. No options. Buy it like that. I'm going to go over with our telehandler. Sell that on. We might make a couple around 2-3 grand maybe on that. Contract wise, there's a few contracts to be done. I've got another logging one to do at the moment, log transport, and we'll just kind of go from there really. I'm just finishing clearing the trees at the main property, or inside the trees. There are a couple of other ones. There's the shagbark hickory ones here that are quite straight, and you can take the branches off those fairly quickly. But just the lodge poles, I've grabbed all those. There are 2 or 3, maybe 4 others, maybe a few more. I was asked after the last episode, and a couple of people sent me messages. Someone sent me a video clip. Who sent me a video clip? Saying that you can put a whole tree through a wood chipper. Yeah, I know. been doing logging, wood and wood chipping for a long time on Farming Simulator. Just honestly for ease of use. If you haven't got a lot of space, if you're loading up log trailers, it's just easier to chop it up into, well, for doing that, it's easier to chop it up in small pieces than you can manhandle it around by hand. It is easier, of course, quicker and easier if you stick a whole tree through a wood chipper because you haven't got to cut it all up into pieces. Yeah, 100%. So I've got all of these I've been putting onto the trailer already, but I need the trailer. That's the problem. I'm going to need the trailer. So I have got, and that was the thing I was going to say, my 2 sawmills here have both gone because both of them produced the 2 pallets of long planks that I was waiting for, and then what was left in there was a small-ish amount of product for the other 2 items because I'd already got my planks out of them, and the wood beams, they were only on like 200-300 litres. It was going to take absolutely ages, so I thought, you know what, the best thing to do at that point is not worry about it too much. So I've got the 2 long planks, and then I've got another planks from that one there. We had the one from there and the one from there. So yeah, they're gone, so that's why my money's gone up a little bit because they were what, 17.5 grand each. No, not 17.5 grand, whatever they were each. Yeah, was it 36, 18 grand each? Yeah. So yeah, bit of money back in the bank. Now I've got some long ones to go through. I've got these all to go through. The little video clip I showed, it depends if I added my voiceover on it or not. I don't know if I have or not at this point. I thought it would work fairly easily to have that pickup header running and then wood chip directly onto that. That would pick it up and stick it straight in, but it wouldn't pick it up unless I was in the vehicle. So the pile built up underneath the header. So you know what, the easiest thing to do, I'll just build up a massive pile of wood chips. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that high, but a big pile of wood chips. And I'm not going to put you through any more wood chipping. That's it. As far as the logging and wood chipping side of things goes, I will need to get some more for this because this is running quite quickly. We are going to need more wood for here, but I'm hoping putting all this through, we'll have wood chip for a while. Am I going to do more wood chipping? Probably, but I'll probably do it off camera. I just wanted to make sure that I was kind of clear as to what I was doing and be as transparent as possible. That's one thing that I keep saying I've been trying to do the whole time, is just, I don't want people to think, you know, what's he up to? You know, I'm not up to anything. I'm just doing my thing. You know, let's put the pile more there. Turn that on. Unload here. You're not getting any from that at all. Really? Let me stick one of these through. I'm assuming I've got my unload here on properly. These logs are all going to start moving and jostling and doing their thing, so... Oh, there we go. It is working. Phew! Right, let's get these straps undone and watch these just gradually work their way off the trailer. So what I might do, let's see if I can feed one of these through. We'll strap it from the end. And then hopefully... Oh, did I miss that? Might have done. There we go. Can I get the end of that fed in? We seem like we're a long way away. We are a long way away. Let's get the height as good as we can. Once it starts feeding, we'll be absolutely fine, I think. How are we looking? So what I need to do now is push it. At some point it will grab it. Why are we not getting any wood chips? So that's the rubbish end at the moment. Really? What's going on? There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Although, it is a much smaller tree though. I'm not going to get 19,000 litres out of this. I was hoping the wood chip would have grabbed it one. There we go. That's why I've always said these things are great, and they are designed more for hand loading. Even the larger ones, the conveyor belts are not long enough. We had one pack on, was it 19? That came with the wood chipper, and it came with a belt system that attached onto it. So you could literally grab an entire tree, you could lay the tree on it, and in it would go. I much prefer that. I think that works really, really well. So anyway, as you can imagine now, I've got a little bit to get on with. Then once my trailer is clear of logs, I will I'll take the long planks and the planks up to our playground equipment manufacturer, and I think what I might do as well before the end of the day, before it gets too dark, once I've got the logs done as well and all the wood chips stored, I'll make sure those are topped up of wood chip. I'm probably going to go over and buy some corn and some wheat for our multi-grain, multi-wheat production over there, I think. So yeah, I will see you later. Then we'll get that sent back, and next plan. What's next? We'll see what happens tomorrow. We come into July. We'll see if there's any harvesting contracts. We'll see what's available. I have kind of got an idea of potentially what I could do. Like I say, it all depends on what's available, what things I think I might want to tackle. It's July 1. Things are looking good. I've got a lot of trees, a lot of logs. I've got a lot of stuff. This is absolutely chomping through the logs. Wood chip, I ended up with those trees, all the ones I cut down around here, over 100,000 litres. So I'm so glad I changed wood chipper. Absolutely perfect. Got some mushrooms. I haven't got anything here. I've taken over the milk. You know what? I bought the buffalo milk over, didn't I? And then didn't put the bottling on. I went and thinking, why have I not got any bottled buffalo milk? Didn't switch it on. The goat milk's continuing to produce, which is great. As we can see, our new sawmills are working brilliantly. I've already taken 2 sets of planks up over the course of the night because it was going to run out. So what I've done, I've split the load. These long planks and these planks are going to go into the playground builder. So if I can start building up resources there, I can then maybe go 2 or 3 days or 2 or 3 months, whatever it might be, without having to worry about it. If I can stock up on resources, so every time it runs through a cycle, we'll get 90 grand will come into the bank account, which is where I wanted to be. I didn't want to be constantly buying raw materials. Wood beams and this planks I'm going to put into the sell point over there to make a bit of money from that, because we only need just over 2 of these for each build. So if we do get any surplus, I'll sell the surplus. Now what we have also got, weeds. I said it would happen, didn't I? So our crops are growing, and those little patches where we had those weird squares that didn't look like they'd ridged properly, it looks like all the crops there at the moment, which is fine, but we've got small weeds. It does say bottom right, weed small. So I'm going to get a little weed out and we'll try and get those out. Our crop here is good to go, ready to harvest on our wheat. So the wheat will come out, straw swath will be left behind. That's going to be important. And the wheat will go into our silo so we can be feeding our chickens or whatever we decide we're going to do with it, or I can put it into our production. Like I said, that is chugging away, which is great. The other thing I did, and again, you'll know from the thumbnail, of course you will, which I haven't made yet. So that's all chugging away. Cleared this. Now look at, my grass is growing. The grass I planted, it's growing really well, but I do need to do another, that needs to go for another month because I cut it too early before. But I know I grassed this area, but I'm going to use it. Although I think, see these patches? These are the patches where the trees were. I might have missed. There was a patch over here where I found a tree stump. I thought I'd got them all out. I leased a stump grinder. Oh, where is it? I thought there was one over here somewhere. We're going to be putting a factory on here because I've got all the resources, or not all of the resources, but some of the resources. Now we're running our cows, which I need to feed in a moment. Our water buffalo. We're producing milk. We're producing manure. We're producing slurry. We've got silage that we're producing as well. And we've got straw, and we're going to have some straw for our wheat field. One of the things that takes all of those things is a mini biogas plant. Why not? It's just come out. I've been taking my silage up to the biogas plant to sell it. Why not run it? For our own biogas plant, it should fit on here, I think. So I'm going to put that in. Then I'm going to take some Tomic's ration over to the cows, our water buffalo, check on them, make sure they're right, make sure they've got water in their pen, that kind of stuff. We'll check on the manure situation over there and the slurry situation while we're there, but I just want to make sure we're topped up. I might take some straw over as well if the bedding is starting to decrease. Then I'm going to lease a weeder. We're going to get that field weeded and then hopefully get this harvested. I mean, the harvesting shouldn't take too long on there. That field, I've got a plan for that moving forward. It was what I was going to do with that field. I couldn't do because someone else was doing that field, but I can do this field. I'm not going to do any field I want, really. In light of what we're doing, I'm going to need plenty of it. Again, cryptic as anything. Bear with me. 55 grand. We're in. That's ridiculous. All that time I spent. I'll do a bit. Oh, there it is. I knew I had a stump somewhere I missed. That's why. I kept getting a message saying, I think it's because it puts this out, this big template out. I kind of went back into the trees as much as I could, and it kept saying it was an obstacle, and I couldn't work out what it was. Probably the trees at the back as well. So I kind of overrode that. But our mini biogas plant, now this is the one that I had on Spakovo. So, manure, we haven't got any potatoes, silage, slurry we've got, straw we've got, haven't got any sugar beet or sugar beet cut. And then we can do these to sell the items we want to sell that we're building up. But I can put most of that in. I have got some concerns, I'm not going to lie. If we go to our contractual obligations, we have got our wood transport, we always have one of those going. Cultivating, not bad. I want to get a bigger cultivator, definitely. Got stone picking, that's not too bad. But my concern is this. That field there, for example, that says stone picking, I've got a lot of fields that were showing as nearly ready to harvest. We've come through into July 1. They've skipped harvest and gone straight to stone picking, cultivating. The harvest contracts aren't popping up for them. I'm not quite sure why. I'm a bit concerned, I'm not going to lie. So, it was weird actually, because I was looking at a plot. I thought I'll buy a plot of land, I'll put this on. It's only 55 grand, which is brilliant. Then I thought, well, to be honest with you, I've got this plot of land. I just need to clear it a little bit. So that's what we've done. So yeah, happy with that. We'll get some stuff over here and we can get that chucking away. I suppose I should probably do that first, but I'm not going to. And then I'll do a little bit of landscaping around this. Where, again, putting tracks and stuff in, what direction am I most likely to come to it? Am I more likely to go out onto the track and come back in, or am I more likely to cut across the grass here? If I'm more likely to cut across the grass, where would the tracks likely be? And I'll just put stuff in like that. Well, I'll have a fiddle around, I'll do that again, that might be off camera. I'll load the wood up in a little while, we'll get that taken over. The wood beams normally pay out quite well. Yeah, I've got over 100,000 litres wood chip, so we're brilliant. Got silage in here, silage in the other one. Grass is still chugging. Straw, we've got plenty, and we've got our fill to do. So I want, where's our Tomic's ration? We'll fill it. I'll take it over and I'll say we'll have a check. Because what I can do, I know I've got. Oh, that's a point. Actually, I've got a scoop of manure on the floor, haven't I? I can go and get that later. Any manure in our silo, I'll bring back over and we'll stick that into the biogas plant. Yeah, and I just think, you know, the biogas plant doesn't have to be running all the time. But as I've been doing with my silage and what I was doing when I had my silage clamp, every time it was full and it was fermented, I was taking it over and I was selling it, and that was great, no problem at all. But why not have my own? It just makes more sense in my head. There's no used, well, there weren't any used vehicles at the moment. Actually, while we're out this way, I probably could pick up that weeder and put it on the front of this, rather than doing another run out. It looks like the water needs to be topped up, does it? I'm trying to see. Oh, no, maybe not. Well, we'll have a look. Doesn't hurt to double check while we're here. Switch to our trailer. I found a log as well. That was sitting on the floor. Don't know how that happened, but that's good. And like I say, we'll bring some more straw over to bed in just to be on the safe side. Okay, didn't need all of it. That's a pity because I was going to pick up the... Now, hopefully this is still working. I did say as well we had some lodge poles. Oh yeah, no, it looks like we've got more in there. Yeah, that's definitely gone up more. Not as much as I thought it might, but that's all right. So we'll come back for that. How are we looking? Actually, we'll go to there. That's the easy thing of doing it. Sheep pasture's looking good. Do they need water? Well, they're okay at the moment. Probably do some more grass in there, but again, they'll last for a while. How are we looking? Productivity is golden. Straw's only gone down a little bit. That's not too bad. Food we just topped up, so I could top up the feed. It doesn't need a huge amount. Feed the straw. Slurry, 80,000 litres. We'll come and collect that. We'll get that in there as well. Reproduction. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Let's check on their water situation because I can always turn on the get the taps running. Yeah, it looks like it's dried out, doesn't it? Yep. Want to keep them nice and moist. Like a moist water buffalo. There we go. Right. Let's get some of these things filled up and moved and changed, and I'll go and grab that weeder anyway while we're over here. It's all slotting into place. Right then, I put some straw into the biogas plant, silage into the biogas plant. I think I've done 2 loads of straw, 3 loads of silage. I brought over the manure that was in the heap, which was just over 6,000 litres. I need to go and get the little bit that was on the floor. I haven't done slurry yet, but we'll get that in. But I've done the first load you've just seen of stuff to be sold, and I've loaded up the long planks and the 3 pallets of planks to go over to the production for the playground equipment building. So weeding next, then I'll get the harvesting done, and then I'll put the wheat from the harvest into our multi-wheat production, and the straw will go into the biogas plant. We'll get that up and running, and I'll whiz over and I'll get the slurry to go in. Like I say, because we've got the animals now, and we're getting manure, we're getting slurry, we've got straw, we're producing silage anyway, it just made sense to me to get it. And once it became available, I mean, the biogas plants were a viable option anyway, but it just made more sense. Now, again, my thing with weeds, this is saying small weeds, this says it does small weeds. In the past, I haven't had a lot of luck with this kind of thing, so... But we are getting rid of the small weeds. Yes, it's working. So I have noticed as well, in some of the weeding contracts I've done, like this, we are dragging along through, following the lines to get rid of the weeds. If you do the thingamajig, oh, we're losing the grass. They're taking the grass out. What the hell? My hydroponics. I've got 4 things of. I didn't realise I had pallets out here. Cha-ching. Yeah, anyway, what I was saying was, if you do an AI worker, or if you do the GPS yourself, I find the GPS sets you like this, you end up going across the crops rather than following the rows, which is odd to me. You shouldn't really, should you? But that's what it does. Anyway. Yes, it doesn't like going across. We're bouncing. And to be fair, I probably don't need to use the gyps for this bit because I can see where the weeds are. I can see I'm getting rid of them, so I won't use the gyps. I'll just use this. Oh, I need to come in. I need to get those pallets. We need to get them sold. Farmers market, etc. Our own little sell pointy bit. How did? See, there's one of those flat bits, but not all of them did it. Some did. I missed a bit completely there. Whether that's just failed or not, I don't know. Is it where I went? I went the wrong direction. That looks like why, but it's only done it in a couple of places. I don't know. I don't know. This is looking good. Once the grass is fully grown, you can barely even. Once the grass is fully grown, you'll barely be able to tell where we originally went. Oh, it's a good day. The sun's out. Not here, it's not. It's been loshing down with rain for days. Ridiculous. Oh, there's another one there. Okay, fine. Yeah, not good. Look, everyone, I'm weeding. I'm doing the weeding thing that I don't normally do because I don't like doing it. I mean, I've done contracts of it, that's fair enough, but on my own land, yeah, like when I finish that field there, when I've harvested, I'm ploughing it. I'm not mucking around. I don't want weeds coming back. And I didn't with this because it was, did I want to plough it and then cultivate it and then ridge it? And I thought, let's just ridge it. You know what, I'm not going to do a row that way. Let's keep with the runs going in that direction. Right, I'll get this done. Then the harvesting. Yeah, the weed just taking out the grass. Ooh. Haven't got any of those weird swirly patches yet, which is nice. Don't like them at all. Oh, we got a bit bogged down. Weeding complete. We have encountered a problem. I don't know what's happened. And the weird thing is, it seems to have happened gradually. Liftable pallets and bales not working. I'm wondering if it's a mod conflict. I'm wondering if it's a mod conflict with this. The weird thing about this is, I said when I was doing some stuff, and I had the two sawmills here, I lifted the pallets up for the two sawmills here, put them down. But they were pre-existing. The pallets that spawned here weren't liftable. But the weird thing was, when I came into July 1, I went and picked up my milk, took it over, so we can keep our goat milk running, no problem. Now it won't let me pick it up. I went over to pick up the mushroom ones, and I went over to pick up the ones at the greenhouses, it won't let me pick them up. And I've got the mod installed, it's all, so I don't know, yeah, weird, I'm going to have to use it, well, not a major hassle, but it's just strange. Should have straw swath enabled. Let's get the header on. Let's get down. Let's get cracking. Don't need the lights on, don't know why I did that. I say wheat will go straight in to our production. I've still got plenty. I've still got a bag for. That's going to be a problem, isn't it? Just suddenly thought, if that's not going to work, especially with doing mod reviews, that's made life so much easier. I'll have to check that. Very strange. Yeah, was it Richard? Richard or Pete messaged me the other day and said, "Oh, some of the liftable bales, some of the liftable pallets aren't working," and listed a few of the different ones. I thought that's weird because they're all still working for me. Don't know. To say, yield's not looking too bad. One strip over 1,000. We'll take that. Again, I could use the GPS, but I can see where I'm going. The GPS is quite handy. I know if I'm multitasking, especially on bigger fields when I'm doing contract work. If I'm doing other things off camera as well, I might be doing stuff on my laptop or prepping something or writing some notes out, then it's absolutely perfect. Because I can just put that on and it'll run down a field. I know it's not going to go off course, it's not going to deviate, it's going to do exactly what I want it to. But when I'm in control, when I'm actually doing it myself and I haven't got other things to do, especially with something like this, again, it depends. If you're doing fertilising onto a crop or spraying or whatever it might be, and you can't see the ground and you can't see where you've already fertilised, those kind of things, it's perfect for that in any situation. But things like this, you can see where you're harvesting, you can see where you need to go. Come on, the wheat yield. This is a slightly bigger field actually. Will probably work out better. So yeah, I'm probably going to put poplar in this. With the wood chip situation being what it is with our little sawmills, it's going to be frustrating if that is what's causing the issue, because I really like those. Because especially if you're running something like the playground thing or whatever you might be using your planks and boards and wood beams and that kind of thing, whatever it is you're doing, because it runs faster over the course of the day. But like I say again, the flip side of that of course is you need to keep topping it up a lot more often. I barely even touched, so I gradually got through that pile of wood I had over, well, how many months? We're nearly a year, July, or yeah, it'll be a year next month. We'll have been on the farm. But I can see within the next couple of months, I'm going to have to top that wood pile up, and I'm going to have to, I will definitely need more wood chip because it is getting through it. But that's a good thing because I'm getting a lot of product, so I don't mind that. Right. Guess the same goes here. Rinse, repeat. Should get a nice bit of straw off this as well. So you'll either see me when we've got a full tank, which is probably more likely than finish the field. I'm just looking, we've got now, yeah, we're nearly halfway already and we haven't done half the field, so yeah, that's more likely to be the case. And then what I'll do, I'll grab the forage pickup, we'll grab the trailer, but I need the trailer at the moment. I don't have multiple trailers at the moment. We'll grab the trailer. For doing the wheat, and then we'll do the straw in it as well. I'll go and get the slurry and we'll get the biogas sorted. Nice. I thought I'd unload. I didn't need to speak when I was unloading. This is all going to go straight in. The straw I will pick up later on because I've already put straw in the biogas plant. You've seen me pick up straw before. You've seen the method, but I will get all that off. Let's back that onto there. Unload the wheat. So I'll keep that running a little bit longer. So I have got some more work to do then with regard to get all of this straw off, put it into the biogas plant, what will fit in there, because I think it only holds, is it 70,000? We'll have a look in a minute. What won't will go back into the silo. This will then need to be repurposed. I'm going to have to pick up all of the Pallets, I'll bring over the telehandler, I'll do that. Get all those picked up, they need to be sold. I'm on the lookout for a cultivator. I said that before. I'm going to have a look and see what's available in the various different brochures. We've got some base game ones. Ours is only 4 metres, and I've taken on a contract, that one there. The field's not massive, but it pays 5,027, and I think with our 4 metre one, it's going to take a little while. So I want to go for one that's maybe a 6 metre. I've got a bit of horsepower with the JCB, so we can go up a little bit, but I don't want to break the bank with it. I don't want to spend ridiculous money. So that's where I am with that. But then that being said, we should start earning a bit from this. I suddenly realised we've got our liquids tanker, our TARDIS one, but it doesn't do digestate or digestate or slurry. So I had to lease this. This cost me 1,900, some 1,900. So yeah, hopefully this is going to earn me some money. I'll have a look and see what other ones are available with that as well. Maybe we'll get one come up second hand. If not, we'll have to think about this moving forward, because our water buffalo will continue to produce slurry and we're going to need to transport it at some point. So what we'll do is start the engine on that, unload the slurry. There's not a huge amount, 8,600 litres. Get that in. While that's going in, go to our door, so we can get our manure on, silage on, slurry on, straw on. One thing as well, I'm oh no, well, that's going really fast. Electric charge. Oh, I need to put those on too. Used to sell. Are we going to sell all of it? Turn that on, but change the output to selling and selling, which is interesting because that changes all of that. But I don't want to sell my silage because we're using it. Huh? Or do you not? Do you just put it on there and it will sell? 1-to-1 recipe used to sell just meat. Oh yes, sorry. I think we don't put it on selling. I think that's the point of it, isn't it? So we put that recipe on, and do I want to sell the digestate or keep hold of the digestate? We'll sell those two for the time being and see what happens. We'll stock up, we'll build up on the rest of it. Yeah, put a fair bit of silage in, 75,000. Yeah, 75,000 litres. I knew it was something like that. And then, yeah, we'll just, whenever we've got it available, the silage will be more often. Yeah, what I was going to say was, did I say it earlier? I can't remember now. Our field, when we were doing the weeding, I put red beet in there, because I thought I don't do red beet very often, and it'd be quite cool because that new trailed beet harvester, we can use that, and that does sugar beet or red beet. Now, as it's turned out, having got this, I would have been better off doing sugar beet, because I could have done sugar beet and sugar beet cut from that, whereas the red beet I can't. But yeah, when I did that field, I had no idea I was going to do this, so that really doesn't matter. And there we go, the end of another episode. It's taken a little while to get to this point again. It's because it takes a while to do certain jobs in the background, and then obviously there was the down day with the PlayStation Network dropped off, and then there was a couple of days where we had mad mods, and and we had a map tour, and I know people complain to me and say, why is it always the Let's Play that gets put on the back burner? I have as many people watch my Let's Plays as watch my mod reviews, as watch my map tours. Some people don't watch the Let's Plays, some people don't watch the mod reviews. I try to keep up with everything, but sometimes some things do slip a bit, and I do apologise for that. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. And if you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.